The man who does not read good books is no better than the man who can't. Mark Twain.
If you want to be smarter, this quote is encouraging you to do the number one thing: read. Your mind is like a muscle, so it gets stronger the more you use it. An important part of developing your mind is reading. It is one of the simpler ways by which you gain knowledge and learn. When you read, you are able to educate yourself on whatever topic and discover new things. Your creative side is developed through reading, by engaging your imagination. So spend time reading every day.
Knowing is not understanding. There is a great difference between knowing and understanding. You can know a lot about something and not really understand it. Charles Kettering.
Having a deeper understanding of a subject is another key to becoming smarter. It requires more than simply soaking up information. Those people who are very successful tend to develop faster than everyone else on a consistent basis, simply because of their ability to learn a new skill quickly, adapt when things change, and work both independently and collaboratively. Smart people engage in a deeper and more meaningful knowledge of the world around them. They have a mental attitude that's flexible enough to understand problems as they arise and find solutions fast. Their vast knowledge base is the foundation to their level of performance. So, you should work constantly on developing a deeper understanding on a number of key issues and topics. It's good to have a wealth of knowledge, but it's also important to take deep dives to fully understand complex and difficult issues.
The art and science of asking questions is the source of all knowledge. Thomas Berger.
Arguably, the single most important factor in becoming smarter is asking questions. Being curious and asking questions is what sparks innovation. Asking questions is the way we go beyond the boundaries of our mind and our world. By constantly questioning everything, you sharpen a curious, open mind. It's not simply a matter of asking any old questions. You should ask questions that are insightful, that probe any assumptions and their validity, that analyze logic, and also explore the unknown. So practice asking questions that dives into the heart of a subject and develop a willingness to press for answers. Bear in mind, developing this skill will take time and some work.
Just try new things. Don't be afraid. Step out of your comfort zones and soar. Michelle Obama.
One of the main ways you can increase your intelligence is by taxing different areas of your brain. If you keep doing the same thing, day after day, you aren't going to get any smarter. Having a routine is a good thing in your life, but don't spend all of your days stuck in a rut. Try bringing a little uniqueness into your day-to-day life. This will help to keep things interesting and fresh. That could mean trying out a new place to have lunch, or taking a midday stroll, paying attention to all that you see and hear around you. You can even change things up at work by simply finding different ways of doing things, just to get out of your comfort zone. By changing things up, you'll be taxing different parts of your brain in new ways each day. This forces you to exercise your brain power in new ways and helps to increase your intelligence. Think of this as a way of giving your brain a workout for its health.
Learn avidly. Question repeatedly what you have learned. Analyze it carefully. Then put what you have learned into practice, intelligently. Edward Cocker.
This quote is about reviewing what you have learned. Psychology has shown that right after you have learned something, you tend to recall the information more accurately. If that information is not used again shortly after you've learned it, chances are it will begin to fade from your mind fast. After just a couple of days, you may only recall a small amount of what you had initially learned. So, to improve your ability to remember, new information must be stored in your long-term memory. The best way to do this is to regularly review what you've learned until it's locked in your memory banks. Write notes when reading or researching something, or write down the key points. Then take a couple of minutes daily, reviewing this material. It will take some effort, but as soon as it becomes a habit, you'll be surprised at how reviewing the information helps confirm your understanding of it. It can also help you see those areas you need to focus on. Another method you can use to reinforce what you've learned is to try to rewrite the information or reorganize your notes. The act of rewriting your notes will help you clarify your understanding of a topic and reduce the time it will take you to relearn it when you need to use that knowledge in the future.
Unfortunately, some people come up with a great idea, but it stops there. They do nothing more, they take no action, and of course, the idea dies. Catherine Pulsifer.
To be smarter, this quote is asking you to keep track of your ideas and take action. As you work on building your knowledge base, your mind will begin to expand and grow in new ways. You may eventually find that you begin to have a lot of ideas. You'll start having aha moments. Make sure these ideas don't go by the wayside. Write them down, keep them on hand, and regularly refer back to them. Now, your biggest and best ideas are totally useless until you actually do something with them. When a moment of genius hits you, but you lose your train of thought and don't go back to develop that idea or refine it, you've just lost a big opportunity. Not all of your ideas will be winners. Some simply won't pan out. But it's possible that your light bulb moment could change your life one day.
Things don't go on forever, and the quicker you accept that change is inevitable, the happier you're gonna be. Trey Anastasio.
If you would be smarter, allow yourself to change. It may be difficult to believe, but sometimes you hold yourselves back. Sometimes even the smartest person falls victim to becoming bound to outdated or inaccurate ideas and ways of thinking. True intelligence means giving yourself the permission to make mistakes, to take risks and jump at opportunities, and learn from all these experiences. You must allow yourself to change, so that you can try new things, and in the end become a new, better version of yourself. When you learn new things, you will begin to question some of your old ways of thinking. You may realize that some of your perceptions and beliefs were not grounded in fact.
Jim Rohn once said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with."
Be sure you are keeping smart company. Now, this doesn't mean you must swap out existing friends for smarter ones. Just be intentional about the types of behaviors, viewpoints, and goals you expose yourself to daily. Find people who raise the bar consistently and push you to set new, higher expectations of yourself. Don't let any initial feelings of intimidation or discomfort discourage you. Use them to figure out where you want to grow, and over time, their habits will rub off on you.
Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Know well what leads you forward, and what holds you back, and choose the path that leads to wisdom. Buddha.
To be smarter, meditate. Meditation has the benefits of increased self-awareness, improved concentration, and reduced anxiety, to name a few. Being able to observe your unsettled mind, void of judgment, and fully inhabit the current moment, increases your ability to solve new problems instantly. With meditation, brain activity also slows down, ushering in a relaxed state, where creativity is heightened. Just 10 to 20 minutes of meditation daily, either silent or guided, through mantra or music, should do the trick.
Sleep is the golden chain that ties health and our bodies together. Thomas Dekker.
In a world where being busy is viewed as a badge of honor, it's easy to ignore nature's ultimate brain booster, sleep. A good night's sleep of 7 to 9 hours a night is important for your mental and physical recovery. Your brain is made up of close to 86 billion neurons. When you sleep, your brain sorts and processes the day's information, compiles new memories and improves your learning ability, makes decisions, and creatively solves problems. When you skimp on sleep, you literally are making yourself dumber and impairing your performance.
Physical fitness is not only one of the most important keys to a healthy body, it is the basis of dynamic and creative intellectual activity. John F. Kennedy.
This quote is talking about one important activity for smart people: exercise. Neuroscience has made it clear, people who exercise regularly have higher IQ and tend to be more productive than their sedentary counterparts. Whatever your lifestyle, carving out at least 30 minutes of physical activity a day does amazing things for your brain, because the feel-good chemicals such as endorphins, serotonin and dopamine are released. These chemicals are responsible for less stress, more energy, and sharper focus. Now get up off the couch and get moving.
Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Arthur Unknown.
From this quote, you should realize that you must feed your brain good food. Your brain consumes a lot of energy. Although it makes up just about 2% of the body's weight, it consumes over 20% of your daily calorie intake. More than any other organ. It requires a constant supply of glucose and fat to operate at optimum level. So feed your brain by eating brain foods, including nuts, dark leafy greens, salmon, and avocados. These foods are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins. All are essential in delaying memory loss and brain fog. Other brain-boosting foods you can make a part of your diet include coffee, green tea, turmeric, beetroot, blueberries, dark chocolate, and olive oil.